down here. Effect having to drop down. Enemy with the purple Evo. Dojo had that slight health advantage before Designful. Mitaki's on the floor. But he's only got the Havoc and limited ammunition here.
Exactly. No turbo on it either. You know, you got to wind up. Goes in with the slide down. That first spray was pretty good. Now with effect gone. Looks like this one, Dojo could have it again. 2 in a row.
Alliance, they gave up that POI, and now we're getting to see KCP, the other 50-50 that we saw happen between KCP and, I believe it was Realize, and KCP did come out on top of this one, but now with Zane being the last one alive, let's see if that's going to be the same case.
Harvester, it's been such a point of contention for many teams here. And once again, we're seeing players fight over this key, central, rotational POI, and Realize, once again, will fall.
All right, we got the same results after what we had seen from game number 1. Sure, you could try this out now when it's early in the lobby. This is match point format. All right, Nasky. All right, Nasky. I got to talk to him a little bit yesterday. He said, it's all about the mind game. Sometimes I'm going to tell all the IGLs something different. So that way maybe they think that we're going to go for one thing when in reality we're going for another. And you can see he is exerting that confidence when we take a look at our other teams and where the circle is going to be pulling over to the north side.
So it doesn't quite clip the top of the map. That makes me think it could be going a little more maybe to survey camp, potentially even, it's been a while, but you know, maybe we get an ending down near the train station, down near where Blackhand is, a name that's really been on everyone's lips. And I mean, going into this series, you know, they had so many of the top stats in their favor. You can see Dreamfire now. Also coming down from Countdown. Straight into the vault. Oh, Disruptor rounds picked up. Who knows? Maybe you drop the R99 for an alternator and, well, has the option. Yeah.
Things, a few things before they rotate away. Exiting out of that vault with amazing loot. Taking a look at E6, who had an amazing starting performance in that first game. And we have a lot of E6 fans in the crowd.
The chant goes out.
I love this. I get goosebumps. Being here live, being able to see our players compete in the big stage here, setting the scene with the fans to give them their support. We saw where that circle was pulling over to that north side. It could be pulling a little bit by survey. We have to see. Teams like Blackhand, though, have already gotten ahead of the curve, have already placed themselves on the north side of those tracks instead of the tunnel. So that way, in case it does pull over to survey, they have a better rotation. And if it does pull towards Skyhook, they don't have to funnel their way outside of the buildings of survey, where we currently see on the outskirts over by Epi. It's going to be Moist.
Yeah, Moist very often like to set up in the buildings in survey. And obviously, with that rotation over from Overlook, usually it's not that hard for them to get a spot, but this is a LAN finals lobby. Everything is harder here.
EMP going out. Trying to reset around the other side of the rock, but we also see FaZe already taking control over those buildings, also having an amazing performance in that first game too, getting second place.
It did look like that building on the right, the one to the sort of northeast of Survey Camp, was free, at least from our POV there, but if Moist get they're too beleaguered on the way to there, it would be a huge blow to their chances in this game if they can't make it into this building. I mean, last time they were over at Overlook, they gave up the silos when, you know, you've seen so many times that they've tried to sit in that position and then the zone has pulled away down towards Ghost Town, away from Overlook, and finally, you know, it comes a bit closer to home and they don't manage to capitalize on it.
Yeah, in a very similar case here with that positioning that we saw prior, they are waiting on the outside because FaZe is already taking control over that building. So many other teams too pulverized on the other side like we saw before that EMP rang out. Start a fight. The middle sniper tower here in Skyhook, having the high ground but still rocking double blue, one white. NRG on the other hand, double purple, gold in the hands of Sweet, and the nemesis that they were able to craft before they went for their rotation outside of staging.